So can you tell us what is Germany's role in colonial history?
Yeah, this is a huge part of the story. I mean, Germany was slow to become a nation state. It wasn't unified until 1871, but pretty quickly, I mean, people are familiar with the so-called Congo Conference in the late 19th century, presumably where Africa was divided up between a number of European powers. Um, Germany began its formal state colonization campaign then in the 1880s. In some ways, they also didn't really want to have overseas colonies the way that France and England did. They really wanted to have a big old empire right where it made sense in their own Lebensraum. And because a lot of the good getting was gotten before, they were really able to conquer a lot of the world, they really went to town on these German colonies. And some of the worst treatment, I mean, you can think about Belgium, right? Belgium didn't own that much of the world, but what they did in the Congo was some of the worst things that anyone's ever done. Maybe as bad as the Holocaust. I think that's like a crazy thing to be dismissive of. Um, the things that were done were comparable or precursors, certainly. And in the case of Imperial Germany under Kaiser Wilhelm, the crimes were direct precursors. So during the what was considered to be the Second Reich, the Second Empire, German Empire of the Wilhelmine period, there were about 100,000 people in the Nama and Ovaherero tribes in what's now Namibia, who were, I alluded to this earlier, but I didn't elaborate, who were exterminated. This is over 80% of the Ovaherero and 50% thereabouts of the population of the Nama tribe in Namibia.
This is the early 20th century.
Yeah, this is in the early 20th century, between 1904 and 1908, where that roughly that figure, about 100,000 people were exterminated. This was not something that you could look at and not see the connection to the Holocaust. They were death camps. They were gruesome medical experimentation. And I think that it really is symptomatic of the failure of Germany to reckon with its colonial legacy.